Today on Westfield 360, we will take you behind the scenes of mobile meals. Elm Street, there's one in nearly every town, but there's something special about Elm Street here in Westfield, New Jersey. It's home to Mobile Meals, an organization dedicated to preparing and hand-delivering meals to senior citizens on a daily basis. We'll speak with some inspirational volunteers, prepare some meals, and even take a ride for delivery. I'm Councilwoman Joanne Nealon, so please stay tuned because Westfield 360 starts right now. So Kathy, can you tell me about the mission of the Mobile Meals?
Well, the mission of Mobile Meals is to reach out to as many people in our outlying communities to get them good, healthy, nutritious meals, make contact with them every day because sometimes we are the only people that they see during the course of their day.
Really? Now, so
Absolutely.
Is it people who are injured or mostly elderly? What's the...
It runs the gamut. We don't have any requirements as far as if they want our service. So sometimes we have people who are as young as their early 40s who may be recuperating from an operation in their home and they need some extra assistance because they live alone or perhaps they have a husband that works all day. So we go in and we deliver the meals. But the majority of our clients do tend to be elderly, people that are on their own, people that can't take care of themselves, can't get out to shop, can't cook, can't use a stove anymore, so those kinds of things.
And how do they become involved? How do they get to be on the list of people who need to be served?
We have a couple of different ways. We try to advertise as much as we can through local newspapers and any other form of advertisement that we can get, church bulletins, schools, anywhere through that area. We also are in touch with most of the social workers at the hospitals and the rehab facilities, so they call and make referrals when people are being ready to be released from the hospital. A lot of it's word of mouth also. All of a sudden somebody will get service on a street and then you'll hear 3, 4 more people from that same street give us a call later on that week because, oh, my friend just got Mobile Meals and now can you deliver to me? So word of mouth is also huge for us.
And is there any cost involved for the people who receive the meals?
There is a cost involved. We are a non-profit but pay organization. We are not funded, although we are subsidized by many wonderful charitable organizations. We do charge $5 a day for a hot meal and $2 a day for a cold meal. So if they got 1 hot meal delivered, then it would be $5 a day or $25 a week. And if they got 2 meals delivered, it would be $7 a day or $35 a week.
And can they go on and off it as needed?
They can go on and off it as needed, and they also are not required to take it for the full 5 days. Although we ask if they do take it for a partial week that they keep their days consistent, just for our delivery information and to make it easier for our drivers.
I understand that Mobile Meals is a nonprofit that's been in service for 40 years. Yes. Can you just tell us a little bit about the inception of it?
Yes. It was started by a group of women in this church, and they saw a need in the community for this. They started making these hot meals. They served a daycare facility in town for several years, and then it got too big, and the daycare facility got too big, so they split off and just stuck to this. And it's been this way for I would say 35 years. Just the 3 meals a day to primarily elderly clients.
Now you said Westfield and neighboring towns?
We do. We cover Westfield, Cranford, Clark, Scotch Plains and Fanwood, and then Garwood, and then we're also trying to start in Mountainside now. We used to have a route in Mountainside, and then slowly but surely our clients left, and we didn't have one, but now we're starting to see an interest again, so we're really going to try to build up that Mountainside route one more time.
So can you give me just a ballpark figure about how many people do you have right now who are receiving the Mobile Meals?
Right now I have 56 clients that receive meals, and that again is on a rotating basis because if you look at our board today, we have 47 clients. Tomorrow, which will be Friday, we'll have 50 because we have some people that are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Some might just get it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They pick a variety of days, but the majority of the people, we would say we have a consistent 45 that receive meals every single day.
Now, to service that number of clients, about how many volunteers do you have at Mobile Meals?
Well, every day we have a different set of volunteers that come in and do the packing, which is what we're looking at right now. And then we have 7 routes, so then we'll have 7 additional drivers that come in every day. And for the most part, very few people volunteer more than once a week, although we do have some that sub more than once a week. But the majority of them, each of those 5 days a week, is a different driver. And then sometimes they're consistent. Every single Thursday you'll see the same person come in. Sometimes they're every other Thursday. Sometimes they're just once a month.
So
it just matters how much time that they can afford to volunteer.
So you
Absolutely.
have drivers and food packers.
Yes. We also have a shopper who comes in, and she's on a volunteer basis as well. And every Monday she comes in and picks up all of our fresh produce because we like our food to be as fresh as possible.
That's wonderful. And people are then free to volunteer at their convenience.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Why do you volunteer? What's your main reason for coming here and doing this job?
Well, I love to help around if I can, and I have the time, so I love to do it.
And how many years have you been volunteering here at Mobile Meals?
Well, after my husband passed away in '03, I started.
You have to get up early to get here?
Yeah, pretty early.
And what do you enjoy most about it?
The camaraderie, the people, and the fact that, you're helping somebody and I'm helping myself.
And so how does one get involved? How do you become a volunteer at Mobile Meals?
Generally, you usually call the telephone number, which is 908-233-6146. And then you
Say that
call
again?
here, 908-233-6146. And then depending on whether you want to pack, which would be the 8:30 to 10:30 time frame, or drive, which would be the 10:30 to 12:30 time frame, I would direct you either to Debbie Bailey, who handles all of our packers, or Ed, who handles all of our drivers for Westfield. We also have another chairperson who handles our drivers for Cranford, and then we have another person who handles all of Scotch Plains and Fanwood. And so depending on where you wanted to drive and deliver, I would just refer you to all of those different telephone numbers, and then we would take it from there.
And I understand, from past experience through one of my own children, that a lot of children do the service hours.
We do get a lot of confirmation candidates and different organizations through school that need to, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, any variety of organizations come in and volunteer, not just their time, but they also deliver fabulous treats for our clients that we get to put in the bags. And the clients just love getting things because usually there's a little note attached saying where it came from, whether it be a preschool, Girl Scout troop, Cub Scout troop, everybody from the outlying communities really does get involved.
Yeah, just this morning I know I was here when there was a delivery.
Absolutely. We have it sitting right over there on the counter, and we have some Cub Scouts that dropped off some things.
That's wonderful. So now I know you're providing food, but let me ask you the impact this has on the people that you served.
It's tremendous because, as I mentioned earlier, sometimes we are the only people that they see all day long. So there are clients, and as a matter of fact, we have one client that used to be in the center of Westfield, and we had a driver who delivered to him every week. Well, now she goes and visits him at a nursing home that he's been
Really?
to. So they build up a true relationship with some of the clients because they've been doing it for years and years, and then they follow through either through cards, letters, visitation, and it really is important to both the clients and to the volunteers because that's the reason that they volunteer, so that they can be involved with the community.
That is so nice. It's a great organization. It's my privilege to be here. Now let me get to the nuts and bolts of this. Can you walk me through what actually starts if I were to be here today as a volunteer?
Okay, well, there's all different stations that we work with. Those are the desserts. That's the salad that we do, and then we also are cutting our fresh fruit because we make sure that they get fresh fruit every day as well. But this is where we're preparing our sandwiches. So people that receive a cold meal will receive a sandwich from here. Okay. So it just starts the basic.
Do I have to
absolutely see my gloves that I have on? Yes. So if you wouldn't mind washing your hands in our hand sink.
Sure.
And then we have gloves here on the center of the table. And you have seafold towels right above your head to dry your hands off with.
Okay.
And one of the keys of Mobile Meals,
I need the gloves,
is that all of our food is prepared here fresh every single day. We don't provide anything that's frozen or anything that has been pre-prepared.
That's wonderful. That really, it looks like a really nice variety of food as well.
We do try to
Smells
change
good.
it.
It
Okay,
smells
good. It'll smell a little bit better a little bit later on. But so then we just get started the same way anybody else would make a sandwich.